Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night um, AEW Dynamite. This will be uploaded in the morning, so make this like a sort of lay added date. Maybe in the morning, maybe in the afternoon. It's gonna be when this uploads. It's gonna be late added date. AEW Dynamite review. Why am I uploaded? Well, basically, like I'm like backed up from a bunch of videos that I have done, so I'm trying to do like certain schedule that people give the time to watch them and shit. But you know, it is what it is. Grab me Coca-Cola, drinking my sleep, buy me some bitches. Go, oh shit. Yeah. Oh shit. Cheers, motherfuckers. AEW was fucking lame. People may say the show from Revolution was good or whatever. You know, it was in compared to like a lot of AEW pay-per-views. That was probably the best. Like in terms of an AEW pay-per-view, that's like basic, like one of the only best AEW pay-per-views I have ever seen. So I'll give one. Let's see, like yeah, sure. But it's like think about it. There's no stories for like most of the matches. And look what happens. And you have to understand. What would have maybe made that show so much better? Like I know Smarts just care about work, right? They only care about stupid wrestling matches with no. They don't care for stories. Which, I'm sorry. How the fuck are you gonna remember those matches or even this pay per view? I bet you're probably not even gonna remember this pay per view much. If there's fucking lack of stories, like that's why fucking matches back in the day. That's why fucking pay per views back in the day meant something. And people will remember because of storylines. No one's gonna really remember much of the matches. Maybe people will pretend to care about the 60-minute Iron Man match. That match has been getting a lot of praise lately, pretending that match is like better than freaking legit. People are saying that match is better than legit. Angle versus Lesnar. Freaking what? Like, what's yeah? I can see why people say it's better than fucking Michaels versus Bret Hart, but I wouldn't even go that far. People legit would say that would be better than that. It'll be better than freaking legit Angle versus Lesnar. Like what? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. No, I would not go that far. Not at all. Like legit, Cena and Orton, 2009. You know, that's rivalry history. Was a way better Iron Man match than legit Bryan versus fucking MJF. When literally the match involved gay looking wrestles, okay? So I don't think that's like cool. I guess because Smarks, they're fucking gay. They like homoerotic bullshit, so I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, but considering with sure, the pay per view was good, right? This show was not good. Some people pretend because they're AEW shows that pretend this show was good, but this show was not good. It was fucking dumb, lackluster, not entertaining. Like this is supposed to be the Raw, like or whatever. This is the fucking first show after pay per view, and it feels like fuck all. It feels unentertaining as all hell. Not exciting at all. I feel like they only care about making next week's show more important than this, while every show should feel important. Because like, oh, next week's show's in Winnipeg. Oh, who gives a fuck? Why you care so much about appealing to fucking the stupid European smarks, okay? Fuck that. Whatever, we'll talk about this. We'll talk about the show. So the show started with the All-Atlantic, well, I guess the last time ever, an All-Atlantic Championship match. Yeah. That match happened. That was the first match. And Orange Cassidy won. Then after the match, Jeff Jarrett attacks Orange Cassidy with the guitar. And it leads to something for next week being announced. But yeah, like, I didn't really care about the match. There was no story. I was kind of pulling for Jay Lethal, actually, because I do like Jay Lethal. But that's the thing. They barely value Jay Lethal, so who really should care, Oh yeah, I forgot to say, like, they started with the show like basically it's the same way they do their intros, but it's like recaps of the past pay-per-view. which honestly, that's kind of like why I liked. I like that. I like what they did. How they opened the show with that. Then Ricky Starks comes out the fact that he beat Jericho and Jericho did not even get the chance to beat. Like, really? He questions what's next for him, blah blah blah, and then suddenly the Bullet Club, oh my God, Bullet Club! Like, who fucking cares about the Bullet Club? Okay, besides Marks, I don't fucking care about the Bullet Club. People thought it would be Jay White. People say so. Apparently, there's this wrestler named Jay White. He was on AEW. Anyway, so like, why couldn't he? I hope he goes on AEW, not WWE. Some people say he needs to be WWE so that they got more talent. What more talent? You really think Jay White is gonna offer something for WWE? Like, what? It's because you guys want some indie people in WWE? Like, no, I don't give a fuck. Oh, he's gonna get lost, and guess what? Who cares? Put him in where he belongs with all the stupid gay indie fucktards, and leave fucking WWE alone with all this stupid gay indie shit. Okay, but. Put Jay White where, get him there. Keep it. You can keep him, please. Again, this is not me being a WWE shill, because like, for God's sakes, like, in a perfect world, there will be no fucking smarky bullshit. If I want to care about AEW needs to basically get rid of everything it stands for, because it's just stupid gay indie bullshit. It's literally a gay indie fed. But if you're gonna fucking have something for the fucking smarky fans and to prove, again, this show has been around for 4 years. And people are like saying, oh, come on, why are you complaining about a show that's been around for 4 years? Motherfuckers, you're really gonna still use that excuse? 4 years should already be enough to fucking try to get your show going. To being like, fucking, how is like shows like Euphoria? I don't even watch Euphoria, but Euphoria gets like more ratings, as more talked about. Heck, the show Wednesday on Netflix gets more talked about than a stupid fucking gay indie fed that has more money. WCW was able to do more in less than that. Stop with the excuse that, oh, give it time, because it's been enough time, people. Crap on the shit that is crap. But yeah, instead of Jay White, it's Juice Robinson, and who should care? No one, I don't know. All I know is like this fucking guy, like, he was like in NXT, he was like CJ Parker, he was this jobber, and who fucking cares? Oh, he was in New Japan, I don't care. And then like this guy fucking joined AEW on Rampage, and no one fucking cares. And we're supposed to pretend to care about him, and he attacks Ricky Starks. Basically, this guy is nobody really knows who the fuck this is besides Marks. This guy was never on AEW. You never like showed him like, why is he here? Why should I care about him? It's just basically your typical, is this guy from so and so, like him now? Like, you do understand that you need vignettes if you're gonna introduce somebody, right? That way people could know. Just assuming that people but then you're gonna come with excuse. You should do your research, motherfuckers. It should not be an effort to like a wrestler. You should like a wrestler if they're fucking doing something with them on the show and they're fucking displaying their character. Like, whatever happened back in the day when wrestlers had vignettes and you promote those wrestlers, that way you kind of already... That's why guys like Tony D'Angelo, which I believe is like, that was like one of the only guys in modern wrestling that got over. And guess what? It's because they did vignettes for him. But who gives a shit about Juice Robinson? All I know about this guy, and I got kind of angry, is like, basically, I'm not going to fucking lie to you. What if I joined a wrestling fed, right? If I actually become a legit wrestler, because, I could, right? All I am kind of pissed off about, the guy stole my finisher. It was actually like Seth Rollins' like finisher for one time. And, as much as I kind of like dislike Seth Rollins in terms of him acting gay and bullshit, I'll give him credit. He is one of the best in-ring workers. And you know what? That finisher is actually pretty good. If he was not going to do pedigree, that could have been a good finisher. You know what? Fuck, I'm going to steal that. Looks like that stupid faggot stole that finisher from me. So if you ever want to know what would have been my finisher, I would probably call it the Smart Buster. I would have fucking done that. That would have been the move. I don't know. I'll probably still do it. It'll be better. You basically stole my finisher. So I got a gripe with you, Juice Robinson. I got a gripe with you. I really don't got a gripe with you anymore for one reason. Because, like, Tony Storm, like, I don't know. That's the thing with, like, with women. Like, I don't know. Sometimes they don't know what the fuck they want. But then also they want to have power. I guess that's why. Like, he's clearly probably the guy, you know, doesn't wear the pants. It's probably the feminine one. And let's be honest here, when Tony Storm cut her hair, like, I'm sorry, that takes away attractiveness. So don't worry. You got that. I don't need to worry about you. But you stole from them, bro. You stole my finisher. Fuck you. Oh, boy, using the show. I mean, I know. I'm just kidding. But it's like, for real, like, it's a darn shame because that finisher is good. It's like, wow, what a waste is that finisher going to be. Because, watch. So he's, first of all, this is what's Ricky Stark's gonna do. This is what he's gonna do. Him feuding with a person that no one really knows besides Marks. Really? You don't really know much about Juice Robinson, and he's gonna be why? Why is this happening? So this is just a waste of time. And watch, like, even a few months, they're gonna probably forget about Juice Robinson. They forgot about that Jay White guy. Oh, but there's some forbidden. I don't give a fuck. Like, why are you fucking bringing these people for no reason then? You know. Anyways, then Ruby Soho comes out. I don't know, with like fucking blah blah blah. It's the outsider. You that is the most stupidest thing you could do. So they're ripping off the NWO. They're legit ripping off the NWO without even trying to be their own thing. They're just calling themselves the Outsiders. Are you fucking kidding me? What makes fucking them the Outsiders? Why are they someone like, why they're not taking over the fucking stupid, they're not taking over fucking AEW at all. The beauty of fucking why the NWO worked was like legit former WWE guys, you know. I'm sorry, this is legit no different than the Ghostbusters from 2016. It's basically the Ghostbusters with women, feminist bullshit, and you wonder why it bombed. It was fucking not entertaining as it was not fucking, it was stupid, not needed, and just facing woke garbage. And it's like, really? This is what, like, and you just basically, yeah, it's the Ghostbusters with women but lack the charm and fun. And it's gonna be cringy. Again, I'm still thinking to myself, why is Paige a heel here? Why is she the heel all of a sudden? I don't fucking. But anyways, fucking great. But yeah, the BuzzFeed hair writer joined this group, and it just makes me hate this idea even more. Because why should I care about fucking a disgusting BuzzFeed hair writer? Yeah. But yeah, so basically, fucking this BuzzFeed bitch, you know, she mentioned something, but it's like, I don't really care for the promo. She mentioned how people turned her back on Saraya because, I don't know, for some reason, she's mentioned, the only thing that, she mentioned the Smarks, she basically crapped on Smarks, but yeah, bitch, you fucking tearing to the Smarks. So what is it? You hate Smarks or not? So basically, these fat neck bearded Mongol, so basically she kind of took a ploy on the YWC, what they would say, well, the anti-Smark shit. Okay, I'm not anti-Smark, I'm not Smark, but, you know, of course I hate Smarks. People would say I'm, like, more of an anti-Smark, but the reality is, because, again, I don't like to be, like, you know, I just hate Smarks, right? Well, with the whole anti-Smark thing, like, why I won't consider myself an anti-Smark, because anti-Smarks are fucking retarded, too. Like, don't fucking think just because a guy is big is good, you know? That's bullshit. And they like Jinder Mahal, for fuck's sake. So you anti-Smarks took away it, you know. And before your motherfuckers say I'm not Indian, don't really not do it. Fuck Jinder Mahal, okay? Please. Fuck off. And fuck you too if you guys like Jinder Mahal and like all these stupid wrestlers. Y'all part of the problem. But seriously, fucking, what was I gonna say? Ruby So, she mentioned how, I don't know, fat neck bearded Mongol ladies. But bitch, like, look what you fucking appealing to. You're appealing to these people still. Whatever. So this BuzzFeed bitch, She fucking mentioned how, fans turned their back on me and blah, blah, blah. That's, sure, I guess that's enough reason, but it's like, people will already fucking turning on you no matter what. Like, that's, like, how it is. And not just that, like, people will definitely turn on you if there's a choice, like, to fuck you or whatever. No one's gonna fucking fuck it. No, thank you. You might as well go back to your lesbian bitches or whatever. Maybe she's the fucking ugly dyke of the fucking Saraya Tony Storm thing, right? Because apparently, they're both bisexuals. Everybody knows they're bisexuals. Saraya, a fucking Paige is like probably secretly lesbian or secretly bisexual. She kissed like chicks before WWE, so good for her. That's good stuff. Tony Storm is bisexual, apparently. Good stuff. Just another shame she had to cut her hair to kind of ruin her little attractiveness. So, we gotta be on a roll with them hot lesbians. But no, we gotta go back to the stereotypical, like, why lesbians suck, really, because, well, fucking most of them are pretty unattractive, so, there you go, great. It's fucking the BuzzFeed bitch, and she's I don't know, she's probably lesbian. She looks like it, that's for damn sure. She's the ugly lesbian that you don't want to watch in a porn. That's what it is. If you're gonna watch a threesome, like, listen, I don't watch porn anymore. Like, I'm like NoFap or whatever. But based on my experience, right? But obviously, don't watch porn, people. You don't want to watch porn. It fucking just ruins your mental state. Okay, it's gonna fucking ruin you, like being ready for a chick. Okay, if you're gonna talk to a chick, you might as well fucking you talk to a chick. Let them juices flow, and then that'll drive your testosterone to talking well. Than just fucking, loading and in your... It's just like... It's just stupid. Plus, it's gonna make you fucking be addicted to the fucking bullshit. You don't want to do that, people. It's gonna ruin you. You're not gonna get hard. You're not gonna want to be fucking a chick, okay? It's gonna ruin your brain. It's gonna also not be able to help you with your fucking mental state for fucking a chick, okay? It's bad experience. But seriously, from my experience, even like watching fucking porn, like fucking a... You don't want to see a fucking disgusting bitch fucking two hot chicks, okay? Let's be honest here. You don't want to see that shit. You want three fucking hot three lesbians all out. That's what you want. So, no one wants this. This is not good. I don't give a fuck that she's all, she's appealing to the anti-sparkly bullshit. I don't care. She's unattractive bitch. She mentioned how, people turn on her for Chris Statlander, blah, blah, blah. How people turn on her for Britt Baker, blah, blah, blah. But, can you blame them? Those bitches are trying... She's basically the female, like the femcel, right? The female incel, whatever. She probably... The sad thing is, she's gonna probably still get all these fucking weird fat neckbearded Mongoloid smarks that'll be desperate to date her because she's a woman, She's just an ugly woman, and they're like all these wrestling fans have no standards. Like, they'll even simp for the fucking most disgusting bitch possible. Don't even fucking simp for Nyla Rose and shit, which is fucking weird. Because get it because you're a femboy shit. And I swear to God, y'all motherfuckers with femboys is fucking retarded. A little bit about the Andrew Tate thing. Apparently, I don't know if it's a new clip or not. I might do a video, but boy, Andrew Tate's making it hard to try to be a supporter of his. Boy, was that stupid what he said about, like, China or, like, basically it's like China. You're fucking China if there's a woman, and you're fucking basically Nyla Rose. It's a dude. The dude has a penis. It's a fucking dude. Who cares if she looked like if he looks like Megan Fox? It's not really. I don't know. It makes it hard to fucking try to support the ideas of Andrew Tate people. Am I turning on him? No, but I can see why people I do see why people complain. And with shit like that, it's no wonder. And it's gonna make us look fucking bad. It makes people fucking who like, cause like or not, Andrew Tate does speak truth. But it's just like, fuck. You're making it real hard with the shit you do. Like, fucking A. Anyways, Ruby Soho proceeds to have some stupid long match with this fucking... Because get it, she's homegrown. Apparently, their bullshit is that they hate homegrown talents. Like, what? I thought y'all supposed to help the whole... I don't fucking care, man. Again, this makes her look weak, too, because, like, bitch, you're supposed you had this fucking promo and whatever, you know, you're experienced, yet you're struggling to beat this bitch who's like less experienced than you. And again, what is this Sky Blue bitch? The only reason why I know this bitch or fucking like is because like they like to pretend like this bitch matters against the whole Dante Martin situation where they're gonna pretend to push some person when nobody knows who the fuck they are. They never really introduced them. And I only know about this bitch also because fucking Smark's like simp to this bitch. Like she's the hottest thing in wrestling. I'm not saying she's bad looking. The Sky Blue, I mean, compared to fucking Ruby Soho. If you give me Ruby Soho or fucking Sky Blue, I'll take the blue bitch. Fine. You know, don't be wrong. You invite my big black couch, but ain't gonna be more than that bitch. That's for damn sure. You could take your blue fucking... Get out of town. You fucking rat face. You look like fucking Dylan Harper. And fucking she has a rat face, okay? Fucking Ruby... What was gonna... Like, come on. Like, what? Well, who is this bitch? You never bothered to show why should we care about her, and... I don't know. I don't fucking care. It's just basically like, wow, so much for this veteran woman and struggling to beat a fucking jobber bitch. And that's, again, the problem with AEW. That's the problem with modern wrestling. I think, like it or not, at least with fucking Raw this week, people can complain all they want about, all these wrestlers jobbing or whatever in a minute. At least you show that those other wrestlers who you're putting over look worth it. They look like, wow, we should care about this person for their supposed feud. Why should I care about Ruby Soho when she can't barely beat a fucking jobber bitch? And that makes her look weak. Imagine back in the day, Yokozuna having a competitive match with legit a jobber. That would not make people care about Yokozuna. It's like, wow, this fat motherfucker can't beat this guy like this? Imagine like, oh, because again, these people just care about work rate. Give them 15 minutes, he'll be a star, star man. Like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Like, it's a good thing y'all not in the business and shit. Hangman Page, you know, he's sporting a black eye or whatever. He says he's like, he let his heart blacken, not because he wanted to, but because he had to. And, you know, he was pushed to the hell and right blackout. And he apologized for Nate to what she had to see. But if she wants to blame anybody, she has to blame her own husband or whatever. Okay, whoop-de-doo. But he says he's done or whatever. MJF cuts a promo. He says he'll celebrate his birthday next week in Winnipeg. So instead of being there on AEW, I don't know. He says with a tear of his eye, he's gonna, you know, with a tear of his eye, I don't know, something. He will celebrate his birthday in Dynamite next week for being the most complete champ wrestler in the world. And he won't have a regular birthday. It'll be a rebar mitzvah. My reign terror has just begun, says MJF. I mean, good for him. I guess that's something. But it's like, you know what's going to happen. Like, someone's going to interrupt. But who's going to interrupt? Who is really legit to interrupt? Like, this only makes sense if it's like a big rival to ruin this. But it's like, who can interrupt this? Like, you can't, I'm sorry. Bryan Danielson already lost. Why should he rip the... you can't just have some new guy interrupt when there's like, I don't know, not like, because it's like, why you're starting to, like, when you have something like this, it's got to be like a heated rivalry to interrupt, because you know it's his birthday, so it's going to get interrupted. The only guy I see legit are like two people. One of them is Wardlow based on tonight, but even though it kind of makes him look weak of what happened tonight, and it kind of like, I kind of want to see this time, you know what, fuck it. Let's see what they will do with Wardlow. Because you kind of like, you know, based on what happened last year with their story, it honestly would be cool to see what they do with the world title feud. But they fucking ruined Wardlow. So what can you do? The only legit wrestler you can do at this moment to face MJF, and honestly an old rival, and to make this kind of make sense, you have to bring back CM Punk in this way. They apparently still have Punk. Honestly, if you want to wait to bring back CM Punk is this segment, you kind of do need Punk more than ever, honestly. Like or not, Punk does fucking bring in some viewership for these sparky wrestlers. He's not a big draw at all. He's not a draw like as a scene. Okay. Let me little comment on Raw. So Raw got 1.8. Not surprised. Like, you would think, sure, maybe the ratings will get up. I think they did thought like the ratings would get bit up since he did bring up the ratings for the last SmackDown of 2022. But I'm not. But I could see like, wow, this guy was not. But you want to know why? Let's be honest here. No one fucking cares about a lot of these matches that you're doing on the show. When you're doing stupid matches on the show, you're not gonna keep people to watch the Cena shit. People are just gonna watch on fucking YouTube because they're fucking boring people with boring matches and boring wrestlers. I'm sorry. It's the truth. And we do stupid shit. No one's gonna fucking wait till 10 p.m. to wait for Cena. You might as well have to start the show. Again, the beauty of what they did, like, when it was, like, John Cena's 20th anniversary, that was, like, the best rating they had in 2022 for Raw. And John Cena was, like, basically spread out throughout the show. They showed Cena is here. And basically, that was, like, genius. They make and him interacting with the wrestlers currently, it helped the show. The fact that you didn't really do much on this show with that, you just basically had Cena came out for one segment, like, which maybe what you should have done is basically similar to what happened that show, and you would probably have gotten a better rating. But no. He did it, like, again, I understand, like, listen, the Bloodline storyline is the best storyline, but let's be honest here. That Kevin Owens match was not even exciting, okay? And it's just like, now let's be honest here, people care more about Sammy, right? But it's just, I don't know. I don't know. It's just like, it's not like detaining people, okay? It's when you also do smarky shit, you're not going to make people care. And yeah, sure, 1.8, and you know, oh, but you're not blaming the women? Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. It doesn't help that when you have shitty women's matches. What are you gonna fucking do? But it just so happens that, but the thing is, like, apparently it got, like, increased from, like, previous week anyways, so, you know, what can you really say? But the thing is, no matter what, whether it's the women main eventing the show, or it's gonna be fucking, you wonder why fucking ratings are gonna suck now? It's women main eventing, stupid smarky shit, stupid booking, what do you expect? It's modern wrestling. But you have to admit, fucking the women's fucking wrestling shit have killed the viewership, okay? That's why fucking no one, like, Raw went from 2s to now 1s. Can you ever believe that? That fucking Raw used to at least get 2s and people were complaining how Raw would get a 2. Now legit, Raw's best ratings are 1. Watch in a few years when wrestling gets more worse and everybody's gone and the fucking viewership would legit be in AEW's viewers. That just goes to show how fucking wrestling is fucking dying. FTR comes out. FTR says they're out for retribution to take back the titles, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, like, they missed this, and I don't know, they talk about 2022, but then they said the Guns are assholes, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. They just, like, they mentioned how, you know, 2022 was their best year. They love wrestling, guys. They love wrestling. Get it? They love wrestling. You should like them because they love wrestling. That's like saying, hey, guys, I'm a baseball player. I love baseball. Love me. Just because you're a baseball player doesn't mean that you should automatically be loved. You know, if you're a shit player, you're shit. Whatever. But, you know, get out. They love wrestling, and they mention, oh, Jay Briscoe, we wrestled a trilogy with our friend, and he passed, and which you know, sure, of course that's sad, but you know, we're gonna win the tag titles with the Briscoes, and yeah, again, like, why are you relying on the Briscoes? Like, the Briscoes have nothing to do with this. I don't know. It's like forcing to try to make people care. Like, I don't know, whatever. Jade Cargill says they're going to Canada next week and she wants the best Canada person to step up. Like, who the fuck is Canada and who cares? Here's the funny thing. So, this is the TBS title, yet, you did the stupidest thing. They defend the TBS title on TNT, and they defend the TNT title on TNT, on TBS. They barely do one on their actual show. I don't know. I don't know. This is why the idea of having a stupid brand, a brand title, a title based on a fucking television brand, is fucking stupid. You might as well legit, like, imagine if the world title was legit called the TBS World Heavyweight Champion. Like, the AEW TBS World Heavyweight Champion. And it's, like, being defended on Sci-Fi and, you know how stupid that would be? And he's, in the end of the day, for real, stop it, okay? Stop it. You're gonna fucking level up a title? Level up these fucking titles, the TBS and fucking TNT titles, and just make them the fucking television title for fuck's sakes, please. Make it the men's television championship and the women's, because apparently that's basically what you're basically doing. Just do that. You're better off doing that, please. It makes more sense. It's just better. Speaking of that, I was gonna also announce, but so Tony Khan basically made an announcement without announcing that he's making an announcement, which is maybe he's learning, but it's wow, what do you expect? But boy, the guy cannot talk. No wonder why Adam Cole had to talk for him, huh? So he made his announcement where he says that basically his stupid announcement was that he's renaming the All-Length Championship as the International Championship. For those who don't know, the International Championship was a legit belt title name for WCW. So, if you guys want to know a little history about me in the YWC or whatever, I start off in the YWC, or how I discovered the YWC as watching wrestling belt videos. I remember when I was a kid, I would get the WWE magazines and I would see the replica belts in the back of the I remember that shit, and I always wanted them, and I basically looked up YouTube videos, and I thought my god, it's so cool, people having this collection and whatever, these replica belts, and then I got to learn about belt history, and then it led to basically, me finding out the YWC. I fucking find out about these people. I found out all, basically the people I have affiliated with, have talked about, or even met, or, people we know, people I met, people I've come and go, all that shit. Basically, what led me to being here in the YWC, right? Astonishing how some things happen, some good things happen. Obviously, there's a pro and cons in this fucking shit community, but what I know with belt history is that in WCW there was this thing called the International Championship, or the WCW International World Heavyweight Championship. It was during the time when basically when Ric Flair brought the big gold into WWE, and there was a big dispute over getting the big gold, and it led to basically that title going back to WWE. During that time, WCW had their own version of the World Heavyweight Championship. That version that was around for 3 years. It was the same title that fucking Ron Simmons won for his first world title. It basically looked like the Attitude Era belt, or it basically looked like the Attitude Era / fucking Winged Eagle belt, but it was WCW-esque. I don't know what's the exact name for the title, but it was basically, a similar design of the Winged Eagle and the Attitude Era in a way. And so they had that, but then they got back to Big Gold, had it as an international, then unification. There you go, about it. The Big Gold became the main world title again. What I think about this idea, I don't mind it. I really don't. I don't care. It's just, I don't know, man. I mean, the All-Atlantic kind of sounds dumb to me anyways. I just think, what's the point of the All-Atlantic Championship? What's the point of having this title? What's the point? Literally, every fucking week, this title was on the line. So what's the point of this? What's the story? Again, that's the problem. Just pointless matches with no stories, but good match. No, they're not good matches. I'm not going to remember these matches. So their matches are not really good, people. Shut the fuck up. Stop kidding yourself. What's the point of this? At this point in the title, what? oh, flags, you know, then they might as well call it the international. Sure, it's maybe like intercontinental title bullshit, but who cares? Just it sounds less dumb. And, you know, you get to defend it everywhere, but it's like you gotta establish the purpose of the title and the reason for this title. That just is a title. We're gonna make a title so that way any jobber wants a title, you get a title. Stop it, okay? Stop it, please. But yeah, that was a stupid announcement, but hey, whoop that, whatever. Next week we're gonna get Orange Cassidy versus Jeff Jarrett for the title. I hope Jeff Jarrett wins, actually. The Jericho Appreciation Society defeated fucking Top Flight then AR Fox. Like, how are they barely beating jobbers? Like, I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it. Why is Jericho strong to beat jobbers? I don't know. But then after the match, Jericho Appreciation Society said, oh, you know, it's been 1 year since we've been around. Why not? Like, we're gonna go after the fucking six-man. We won the six-man tag titles. And then Blackout, people thought it would be the House of Black, but then it's Kenny Omega and his stupid gay elite people. It's the fucking elite people. It's the Bullet Club faggots. Jericho said, hey, I have respect for you. It's been a long time, but you haven't had crossed paths, and we stay each other's business. And then fucking the Don Callis guy said, you know, Jericho, I have respect for you, but you're only the second best wrestler behind, your best wrestler second behind Kenny or whatever. And if I train, you'll be the third or something. And unless some bullshit where, you know, the House of Black, you know, like there's the center of these stupid tag teams and the House of Black show up and said, you know, no need to fight. If you want, come and get them or something. It's just like, yeah, it's like, who gives a fuck? I don't know. It just lit some bullshit. Well, it's announced next week a triple threat trios tag. So it's basically a 9-man tag match. Basically, so it's a 3-way 9-man tag. If that makes sense or not. It's basically a triple threat trios tag title match. Makes kind of like what's the story? What's the good build? It just happened because they want the championships. And, you know, because they're from Canada, Jericho and Omega. What I was hoping for, and honestly, again, I don't give a fuck about Kenny, but it's like, in my opinion, why not just do a match with Kenny and Chris Jericho? They could mention their little past before about how they had 2 matches with each other, and the winner could maybe get a title match. A world title match. Oh, maybe, I see people even said, like, for the tag title, I just think that's kind of stupid. Like, they're singles people, man. I mean, heck, go all out, like, maybe both, I don't know. I would even do something like that, but at the end of the day, like, for the tag, it's just like, wow. That match seems like the fucking trios 9-man tag. It just seems like a bunch of fucking... It seems so cluttered. Like, how would that work out? But whatever. So what? You're gonna do this whole bullshit where it's gonna be 2 people from only each team instead of fucking 3 at the same time? Like, it's gonna be a triple threat? Like, I think that's stupid. Like, if they just do 2 people instead of, like, 3 when it's, like, a triple threat. I hate that. I hate that. I hated that when they did that Revolution with the Fatal 4-way tag match. It was only 2 people, you know? It's confusing and stupid in my opinion. But yeah, they're doing that shit. I don't know. It's like, whatever. Brian says, I'm going home to be a family man. Basically, he's like, I lost my smile, or I lost my beard, or I lost my stinky goat scent. It wasn't enough to beat the fucking, I don't know, I'm just such attracted to him. I don't know what to say. He's just beautiful. He's a beautiful man. So... yeah, backstage, like, I don't know, it's like from fucking Revolution. He says he was, like, wanting to teach his kids to fight for your dreams and shit. And then he says maybe MJF is right. His whole career's always been fighting the best to fight, blah, blah, blah. He woke up and, I don't know, something like that. He said he's going to do what he's do best is be with his family for now. So he's going home and, I don't know, regroup. So, you know, whatever. Who gives a shit. Early on in the show, we see fucking... Wardlow. So this was the big thing with the show. Wardlow basically. So there was a report earlier that the guy got robbed. He legit got robbed, and his entire gear got robbed. His entire suitcase, and including the fucking legit title, got robbed. I mean, I don't know why the wrestlers are carrying the championships. I mean, I know some wrestlers do that, but it's like there's like a backup, right, where wrestlers carry certain I mean, I do feel bad in general. Like, why did they... Like, wow, this guy's been going through this shit and, like... Guess fucking that's stolen and he's, like, kind of treated the way he was tonight. I mean, sure, given what they did tonight could have been, like, a last-minute thing. But we'll talk about it. Like, it's just, like, wow. So he's in street... So he's been given clothes from his buddy's FTR. So, you know, they mentioned that. And he says, you know... Screw it, I have nothing to lose or whatever. Why don't we make it a false count anywhere match? It was like, why? Like, don't be wrong, like, if it was a regular match, it would probably have been shit. But what was the point of this match being false count anywhere? Like, it's not like this match is like a heated feud with them. It's not like they're fucking like a feud or a story with this match. Aside from the stupid bullshit they had earlier this past year or late last year. Aside from that, what's really the story between these two? Why do they hate each other? And you're gonna do a false canyon match where it's like kind of seems like a match that you do as a second match if you're in your rivalry or something. Like, why do you hate each other so much where you're gonna do that kind of? I don't know, whatever. I don't care. It just, I guess but I'm sorry, the execution is still shit. Even if the guy got robbed. But the thing is, you guys robbed him even more! Holy shit! Moxley and Claudio defeated the Dark Order jobbers, and then the Dark Order guy came out, the fucking all out, they're beating up them still. Hangman tries to stop fucking Moxley and them, and then Claudio, everybody attacks Hangman. So I'm guessing the Blackpool Combat Club are heels, kinda. You could do this shit where they're kind of like anti-heroes type of thing, but they're kind of as if they're like kind of showing that they're heels. I don't even know. I don't really care. Like, in all honesty, I just think it's stupid that really Moxley and Claudio were struggling to beat these jobbers. There should have been like a minute. Come on here. It is what it is, man. That's fucking stupid wrestling for you nowadays, where you, like, wrestlers just look stupid. Like, they'll have long matches for the sake of being long, you know, just to waste time. Backstage, the Acclaim says they're getting on the road back of the tag titles, and then Angelo Park, basically the people from the people who say they're sports entertainers from the Jericho Appreciation Society. They said that they know the Acclaim are sports entertainers at heart, so they have a proposition to join JAS. Acclaim have a nice slap and tells them that they got more TV time than them. I mean, to be fair, they are kind of sports entertainer. I mean, but again, I understand like the whole like, get it? We're sports entertainers. We're the heels because get it? Sports hate the term sports entertainers because even though fucking sports entertainers are legit the same shit as pro wrestlers because. That's what professional wrestling is and always been. Sports entertainment. It's based on a sport where you're entertaining people. That's what pro wrestling is. Pro wrestling's not real. I don't think you guys know that, but you guys like to pretend it's real. But whatever. The main event. So this is a false anywhere match. Yet, this match ended with a 10 count. So I didn't know unless it's a stupid gay AEW thing, they never really emphasized like why this is the thing, but legit. So this was a false count anywhere match where it involved a last man standing stipulation. If memory serves me right, a sort of stipulation reminds me like that is a Texas Death Match, but they basically really recently already did that, so they can't really do that. Like, so yeah, Texas Death Match where submission and count, no pinfall. But then, I don't know, make up a stipulation where it involves all fucking 3 ways. pinfall submission and fucking 10. I don't even know, but just like you say, it's a false count anywhere match. I don't know. They started off in the parking lot. Fucking, it was a TNT title match between fucking Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs. They're brawling the fuck by the cars and shit. And they made it to the arena. The match was whatever. I wasn't really that into it, especially by the ending. My lord, did I lost any interest right after that? The show legit, and the match ends with fucking Powerhouse Hobbs winning the title. You see, I have no problem with title changes frequent if they mean something and they help develop a story. This is just legit, like, this is why people are saying this is hot potatoing. Like, legit, you have Darby Allin win the title, then Samoa Joe, then Wardlow, and it is kind of a bit hot, and now fucking Powerhouse Hobbs, it is a bit a little hot potato-ish. Not that I don't mind sometimes where sure, title match change, but it's like, it gotta make sense, and it's gotta be legit and help develop a story. Because again, I know people like to pretend that titles, sure, they matter, but in most cases, they are kind of like props to invent storylines, you know? But, you know, sure, it would be nice to see, like, well, again, why is there to care about this title, right? Why is there to care about any of these titles, right? But fuck. So Powerhouse Hobbs wins this title by 10 count with the help of QT Marshall. QT Marshall, who legit should just suck Cody Rhodes' dick for any ounce of a little legitimacy he had. Is 15 minutes of fame. Legit, it was 15 minutes of fame because nobody fucking knows who the fuck this guy is. This guy hasn't been on television how long he was. It's like fucking, like, it's legit, like, the idea of Lance Storm in the main event returning, even though he's already been on the show, he's been competing on Velocity or whatever. It's like Lance Storm helping out Tess in the main event. Tess defeating fucking, like, Batista. Imagine that. Like, it's like that kind of scenario. Or like Tess defeating, like, I mean, I'm not saying, like, not trying, like, that's the thing. It's like that kind of scenario. Heck, let's say in modern senses. That's like saying on a Raw, Braun Break a fucking, let's say, it's like saying, let's say Braun Breaker goes to the main roster soon, right? If you do this on a Raw, fucking, let's say Von Wagner fucking defeats a guy after not being there for so long, but he gets help by fucking, what's some wrestler that has not been on show and does fucking all, like, let's say even Dolph Ziggler gets helped by Ziggler to defeat, like, Big E or whatever or something. I don't know, it's just like, you know how stupid, fucking, it's legit no different. Like, are you kidding me? QT Marshall. Again, who the fuck and who cares about QT Marshall? I'm still wondering, what is this guy? Who is this guy? Why should I care? What was the fucking shit point about that little feud they had with fucking Cody at 2 years ago? That nonsense feud. Who the fuck cares about this muffin top faggot? Like, who the fuck cares about QT Marshall? Seriously, who is he? Why I should care? And he's helping, legit, this is like no different than, like, let's say Ziggler becomes a manager helping out fucking Omos to defeat fucking Big E. You know what I mean? God, it's stupid. I'm sorry, it's stupid. There's no logic for this. Powerhouse Hot, why does he hate Wardlow? Why are they fighting a street fight or whatever? Like, I mean, it should have been just a street. Like, what? Like, what's this? And not just that. Like, are we doing fucking? Why? Who the fuck is QT Marshall? Why is he with Powers Hobbs? It's not like this guy was on the show. It's not like he's a manager. Like, you can't just bring out somebody like out of the rug and all of a sudden see he's part of this guy now. You see, the beauty of guys like Paul Heyman and even like I guess a wrestler becoming a little like helping out like let's say Paul Heyman, like he leaves his fucking like Brock Lesnar for a Roman. It's that type of scenario, right? But he's been on TV. It's just he hasn't been on for a little bit. But he joins Roman after Brock Lesnar left the company like for that time, right? It's like that scenario, but it's like it's done so poorly. Same like, my God, it's like fucking legit. Like you bring some guy out of the rug. It's literally no different than maybe like. What kind of fucking shitty jobber wrestler? It's literally like Lance Storm helping out, or even fucking, I don't know. It's like legit. What's a jobber wrestler that you can remember? Like, it's so stupid. Like, legit. Oh, it's like the most random wrestler possible. Like, he's like around. Tony Khan is like, you know what? Hey, you do anything? You would help fucking Powers Hobbs. It's legit that stupid shit. How fucking dumb. There's no affiliation that we knew of. If you're gonna say some bullshit that because some stupid thing about Dark or Rampage, motherfuckers, people don't have time and no one fucking cares about this shit. This is AEW Dynamite. This is your fucking biggest show, and you make people not fucking know, and you wonder why your fucking show's struggling in the ratings. Okay. Yeah, let's have this QT faggot, this fucking queer. That's what he is. This queer faggot Marshall. Fuck this guy, okay? Fuck this. Why should I care about this shit? I mean, I have no problem with Powers Hobbs being a champ. But it's like, what's this? I mean, there's no development, no real story with them. And it's like, you can't really give the guy... It's like, wow. What? You're blaming Wardlow for losing the title and shit? Like, can't control things in life. Y'all legit robbed him even more. Y'all robbed him as like you guys mentioned the whole 9 yards. Him losing everything tonight. He lost he got fucking stolen, and he basically fucking really. And then they had like another title. It may have been like another secondary backup title like they always do in wrestling, where they're always gonna have like some backup titles to fucking something like Lost or whatever. But seriously, fucking QT Marshall, man. So yeah, this show was not good at all. It's funny how Smarks, are AEW fans, they're like legit, apparently I can't believe this. Why is AEW not doing good? They're struggling. Why they're struggling? Well, maybe because you're finally wondering and finally understanding that AEW is not the bullshit that you're pretending to care. It's AEW, when it started, was basically that new car smell. Okay? But in reality, when guys like me have been saying this, it was literally no different than a glorified indie fed. It just, Tony Khan has the money. It's it's literally TNA 2.0, but it's like more boring and less entertaining with less washed up cool wrestlers, okay? Truth. Who cares about AEW, man? I'm sorry. AEW has always sucked people. And who cares, don't say that the show is flat or the show's not too terrible, but, it's okay. Don't make, there's legit people making excuses for this show to be good. Okay. Shut the fuck up. The show is not good. You're fucking retarded. Don't fucking praise it because you're that AEW show. I fucking go on and say fucking Raw sucks. Okay? Does that, don't fucking say I'm an AEW shill or whatever when I legit criticize fucking both Raw and AEW equally. Fuck modern wrestling in general. That's the most problem with modern wrestling. It's just stupid, man. No logic. Anyways, that's the fucking show for you. I'm tired, man. I want to go back. I want to go to sleep, man. This was actually I'm getting my sleeping schedule back in track, and I'm surprised I did not fall asleep. But I'm gonna go sleep now there. I'm just getting real. Get your games, close my news, spot. I miss the bitch. Go, oh shit. That's what I'm gonna say, people. Till next time, peace. Yeah, bye. Fuck AEW. And fuck G. Robinson and I don't know. Fuck all these jobbers, man. Who gives a shit? Fuck QT. Fuck QT Marshall. Who the fuck are you, bro? No one knows who the fuck you are. Fucking all these jobbers. And but he has a nightmare school. Motherfucker. And no wonder these wrestlers fucking suck. I'm telling you, I got a fucking little mention here. This is the reason why a lot of wrestlers suck now. It's because they're being trained by jobbers. That's the problem. A lot of these wrestlers suck nowadays because we're being trained by jobbers and they have the indie mentality. They don't fucking fix their mindset that, hey, okay, we're no longer catering to the indie fans. We gotta cater to the main majority. We gotta cater to the worldwide. They just have that indie mentality where they gotta do cheap pops and whatever and shit. And just do some stupid shit where it appeals to indie fans. And not just that, they're doing their styles of wrestling and shit. Like, it's just fucking indie bullshit. It's stupid fucking, they're being trained by these indie jobbers. Look at fucking, like, legit, QT Marshall. Like it or not, man, all these wrestling schools, like, the only wrestling school I think is legit is Al Snow. Like, legit, Al Snow's probably one of the only legit guys in wrestling nowadays with a wrestling school, along with Kane. Kane has a wrestling school. Kane and Al Snow's wrestling school. Those are the legit only two wrestling schools that are probably legit. Sure, Al Snow was a jobber, but, you know, he has the mindset. He has a good mindset. So, I don't know. I just want to say, people, I'm just getting real, man. That's fucking wrestling for you. Until next time, peace, yeah, bye. Fuck all this shit, man. And it's fucking terrible, bro. Boring as fuck. Boring!